Hello guys, welcome back to Coding Cafe. My name is Mohammed Ali, and in this video tutorial we are going to work on we will start working on the uploading pictures, that is the post. So we are going to allow a user to click on this add button so that we will send the user to his mobile phone gallery. So from there he can select a picture and write a description for that picture, just like you guys see in Instagram, okay? And then we will display all those posts after uploading it to the Firebase storage and Firebase database. We will display it here. We will retrieve and display it here on the home page. So first of all, we have to do this thing. So yeah, let's just come here to the Android Studio, and here we have our this main activity. Now what we are going to do is let's create a brand new activity. So click on your package name, new activity, empty activity. Okay, let me just show it to you guys again. Activity and empty activity, and the name of this activity will be here. We are going to allow user to add new post. So let's give it the same name, that is add post activity, or you can say add new post activity. Okay, so yeah, let's just click finish. So our new activity is created successfully. Let's just come to the XML file of it. Now first of all, let's just change this constant layout to the relative layout. And now what we're gonna do is come here to the account settings.xml file, because just for the time saving we are going to copy something from here, and that is our whole app bar layout XML code. Okay, so just copy this whole XML, this app bar, sorry, okay, up to here, app bar layout. Okay, Control C, copy it. Now let's just go back to our activity at post and paste that whole app bar code here. Here you can see it. Okay, now what we're gonna do is this button will remain the same. Let's just quickly do something here. So first of all, we have to change the ID for this. So this is now close, add post button. Then we have this button, but instead of that, you can add a text view instead of this image view, just like in Instagram. Here it is written that is publish. Okay, or you can go with this icon button, which looks more beautiful. Okay, so I will just go with this same icon button. When a user click on this tick button, it means that the user, this is basically our publish button. So when a user click on it, we will upload and save the post image of the user inside the Firebase storage and Firebase database. So yeah, that will be good. We have to just change the ID for this. Okay, so let's give it name as save new post button. Save new post button. Okay, and this is our profile toolbar. So let's give it name as add post toolbar. Okay, now the next thing what we need to do is, after this app bar layout, to add an image view, so on which the user will click and select any picture to upload. So we need also edit text for getting description for that picture, just like in Instagram. So let's add a linear layout here. Match parent, rep content. Let's move it to the next line. And now here, the orientation for this will be vertical, and it must below the app bar layout. Okay, so copy the ID of our app bar layout, which is app bar layout. First make sure to change this, okay, to add post, because we have to use unique ID that is non-repeatable. So here you can see it. Okay, now what we're gonna do is, inside this linear layout, we are going to add an image view. Match parent 250 dp, and in here let's give ID to it. So we can say image post. Let's add a source for it. So we have an image by the name add image icon, okay, inside the drawable folder, this one, okay. So yeah, that's it, and that is okay now, and the scale type will be center crop. And let's move it little bit from the top, so margin from the top, okay, there is no need to give it here. If you want, you can give margin here, I mean margin from the top, because the image view lie inside this linear layout, okay. So 5 will be good, I think, 5 dp. And now the next thing we need to do is to add quickly an edit text. So let's just copy paste this image view, okay, paste it below. Let's change this to edit text, and the id will be the description for the post, so we can give it the same, I mean id like description underscore post, match parent type content, remove the scale type and src. The hint will be like say something about your post or image, whatever you want to give the hint here. And if you want, you can give margin from all the sides. 5 dp will be good. Here you can see it. And let's give it, I mean add a restriction here, max line will be 6. So this is all about our add post activity. Now let's go back to our, first let me just check the account settings, and let's just copy paste quickly this my url image uri, okay, and the storage reference, just copy it, come here to the add post activity, and let's just quickly paste it here. Let's give it proper name to this one, which will be our storage post picture reference, I mean the storage reference basically. And now also let's just quickly do something more, which is to copy this reference, copy it, paste it here inside our own create, okay, and we have to change the name of it, which is storage post picture reference, and we are going to create a separate folder for our post picture of a user, okay. So it will be by the name post pictures. So posts pictures, or I mean just remember this name, okay, the folder name will be posts pictures. So one thing which I forgot to tell you guys is that here, I mean on our main activity, when a user click on this nav add post button, okay, so we are going to send the user to this add post activity, okay. I just forgot to add the intent for it. So first of all, we can say start activity intent, and we are on the, sorry, main activity. Now here we have to add the context, which is our main activity, I mean by just writing this at the rate, okay, this at the rate. Then we are going to send the user to the add post activity class.java. So yeah, and one thing what we want is that whenever user click here, you can see this button is highlighted, okay. So we do not want, I mean whenever user click on this add button, we are sending the user directly to the add post activity. And now here we will write a code in which the user will directly go to his mobile phone gallery first, I mean the user will select an image and it will display there, okay. So we do not want that this button is highlighted, okay. So what we're gonna do is here on our main activity, when a user click on this add post, we can just simply say item, which is basically this one, okay, that is the item. I mean on, if a user click on this add button, then we can say item dot is checked equals to false. Item dot is checked equals to false. Now come here to the add post activity, and now here if a user click on this tick button, which means that publish button, okay. So what we're gonna do in that case, first of all, what is the id, save new post, okay. So let's just come here and add a click event on it. So we can say save new post button, make sure to import this dot set on click listener, and we are going to call a method which we will implement now, which will be by the name upload image. So before that, as I told you, when a user click on this add button, then when the user basically come here to the add post activity. So here we want that we should send the user directly to his mobile phone gallery, obviously. So he will select any picture and we will display that picture here on our this image view basically. So yeah, that is the first thing. So first let's just do that. Well, again, let's come here to the account settings activity. From here we need to copy some code. So copy this crop image activity and all this thing, copy it, come here to the add post and just paste it here inside the on create method, and the name of this activity is add post activity. Now the aspect ratio from the x axis, since you know that this is a post image, it will be more like in a horizontal form. So what we're going to do, the aspect ratio will be 2 of 1, okay, as it is not now a profile picture, which is 1 of 1 previously. So yeah, 2 of 1. So once the user select the picture from his mobile phone gallery, we have to get that, that image URI basically. So well, it is simple. All we're gonna need is to implement the built-in function, which is the on activity result, this one. Okay, and now in here we can say, let's just come here to the account settings. From here we will just copy paste this, copy it, Control C, and paste that here. Now we will do some changes. So we are getting the result of that image. We are displaying then it on our here basically. What is the name of it? In this case we have a name for this one, which is image post. So copy it, paste it here. And case if you want, if the user select any other file than the image file, that is .png, .jpg, whatever the images types is, okay. So if a user select, let's say mp3 or any other thing, then you can just type here an else statement in which you can just tell the user inside a toast message that hey, you select a wrong picture or there is some error with your file, okay. But I do not want that. If you want, you can just write the else statement. It is good thing to do. So now we have the image URI, okay, which is stored inside here. Now the next thing is to upload it, okay. So let's just create our this upload image method. Let's create function upload image, and it is here, okay. Let's just move it to the bottom. Now in here we are going to check, we have to apply some validations. So first of all, we have to check if, well, let's just copy paste it. Here on our account settings we have upload image and update info method, okay. So what we're gonna do is, let's just quickly write, instead of if, we can say when, and then we can say else. So inside the upload image method we just write this when statement, okay. Inside we have this else. Now we just copy this code, which basically check the image URI validation and description validation, which we have to ask, if the user left any of these is empty, then we just display the message to the user to select image first, or if the description edit text is empty, we tell the user to please write the description first, okay. So yeah, this is all. So yeah, if everything goes well, then inside our this else statement, here we can say well, or let's just copy paste again. For the time saving, we have already write some code, so there is no need to write again and again, okay. So storage reference, we will just change the name for it, okay. So var file reference, and here we have our reference by the name storage post picture reference, and previously for the profile picture we are storing the images by their user unique ID. So now here we have to give a random key so that I mean a user can upload many pictures at one time. I mean people can upload many pictures if they want. Okay, so we have to assign a unique random ID. So instead of using the dot push, I mean the method which we use basically to get a random key is dot push. So here instead of that, what we're gonna do is we can also use the system. I mean we will get the time and we will make that time as a key. I mean for storing different pictures. Okay, so I mean once the time passed can never be recalled. Okay, so the time will also be a unique key for storing the picture. So how to get that? We can just say system, sorry, dot current time milli dot to string. Okay, and then we can give it an extension .jpg, or if you want to store the original extension of that file, then we have a built-in function here in, you can say in Kotlin, that is get file extension. Okay, so it will get the exact extension of that file. That is, let's say the file extension is .png. I'm talking about that image file which a user select. Okay, so we can also get that by, oh yeah, that method is deprecated I think, because we are using the latest versions of the Firebase, so maybe there is some problem. Okay, so anyways, let's just I mean forget about that. We will go with the same default one, which is .jpg. So now next step is, let's just come here and copy this upload task. Okay, just to put that file in at the reference which we created. Okay, which is basically about this reference. So after that we are going to put that file on this reference, which is over this reference. Okay, and now the next thing is to get the download URL as a result of this when the file is edited successfully, and also to display some progress to the user, that is the file is uploading. So anyways, what we're gonna do is, all we're gonna need is, let's just copy paste in segments. Okay, so that we can understand it easily what we are doing here exactly. Okay, so make sure to import this, and we can say, I mean we are getting the download URL, and the next thing is to add our progress dialog code. So let's just copy it and paste it inside the else statement. So yeah, instead of this we can say adding, or you can say uploading, adding new post. Please wait while we are updating, or I mean we can say adding your picture, post, whatever you want to write here. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Now the next thing is to add on complete listener. So let's just copy this. First let me check where it ends. Starts from here and ending here. Okay, here you can see this one is highlighted. You can type the code manually if you want, but for the time saving I have to just copy paste it. Okay, so write dot here and then add on complete list. Sorry, let's move to the next line and paste that whole code here. Okay, now we do not need all of these. Okay, we already dot add on complete listener, on completion listener import. If the task is successful, then we have to store this. Now this is the thing I already explained when we were uploading the profile picture to the Firebase storage and Firebase database. So this was the thing when we are putting the file inside the Firebase storage, and then as a result we get the download URL of that image, and now we have to store it inside the Firebase database. So in that case, I mean after that we will be able to retrieve it and display it on our home fragment. So yeah, now the next thing comes. So my URL, okay, same code, just do some changes here. Now here we are going to create a separate node for storing all the users pictures, and that node parent name will be post. Okay, so make sure to do these changes, post, and let's just quickly do something here. I mean add changes. So the first one is post ID. Instead of this, let's use small alphabets, and here we have to Now here in the database, we also have to create a random key for that, okay? So you can use the time second mels, or you can also just copy this whole code and store it in a string, or there is also another method, okay? So let's also use that another method so that you can learn how we can create a random key by using that other method which I'm talking about basically. So yeah, here we can say, I mean, to create a random key, okay, we can create a variable by the name, let's say post id, okay, equals to, and then by using this reference we can say ref dot push dot key, so it will automatically create a key for us and we are storing it inside this post id variable. And now post id, and here we can say post id, and it must not be null. Well, the next thing comes is the post image, so let's just change this to post image, and it is stored inside the my url. So make sure to change the key name post image. Then comes the description, okay, so let's change this one to description, and the publisher of this post, or you can say this, I mean, who is going to upload this image, let's say my id, okay, so publisher and then description. So the id for the description, we have to check it is description post, copy it, paste it here, and then we have the publisher, so we have to get the id, and we can get it by using the firebase auth dot get instance current user, it must not be null, dot uid, that's it. So reference.child, we are storing with this unique random key because there will be many pictures which a single user can upload to his account. So by using this post id, we can say post id dot update children user map. And if you want, I mean, you can give it, I mean, proper name. It is good practice to give proper name to everything, okay? Because it contains the post information, so you can say post map, post map. And then if you want, you can display the toast information that his post has been updated or uploaded successfully. So you can say post uploaded successfully, and yeah, then we will send the user to the main activity, which is basically our home fragment, and we are dismissing that. Finish. Yeah, the rest of the code will be the same. Now that's all. Okay, so now is the time to test our application finally. Let's just run it. So the app is running now successfully. Let's click on it and let's choose an image from the phone gallery. And now here you can see, okay, ratio 2 of 1. If you want, you can flip horizontal, vertical, whatever you want, okay. So let's just crop the image. Here you can see it. And now let's just add some description. Hey, this is my first post picture. Now let's just click on this tick button, publish button, adding new post. Please wait while we are updating. Let's also check the database alongside with it. Here you can see it, post uploaded successfully, post node is created successfully. This is the unique random key for storing that image to the real-time database. And here you can see description, post id, post image, okay, and this post id, okay, here you can see it ls, and post image and publisher. If you want to check the image, it will also be in the storage. You can just come here. Also, let's check it quickly from here. You can just copy this whole url post image, okay, and paste it here, and then press enter, and here you can see it. This is the image which we uploaded to the Firebase storage. You can also check it here inside the Firebase storage. Here you can see post pictures folder is created successfully, and here is our image by using the system time, okay. This is basically, you will be thinking that these are just numbers, but these are not just numbers. I mean, this is the system times which is encoded. Hope you know about this thing. Okay, so here you can see this is the image and this is our image name dot jpg. This is the system time, which is basically a random key, you can say. We are using it to store image inside the Firebase storage. So yeah, I mean, this is all about in this video we just allow the user to upload image to the Firebase storage and Firebase real-time database. Now in the next video tutorial we are going to work on our home fragment finally and retrieve all the posts that user will upload to, I mean, using this app to the database. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this video, and if anyone is new to our channel, then please subscribe our channel Coding Cafe. Thumbs up for this video, and don't forget to follow me on my Twitter and Instagram account for recent updates. Take care of yourself and bye for now.